All right, we needed that with this last storm and what's to come this week with all of the brutally cold wind chills. Again, we could see air that we haven't seen in a couple of decades here in the upper Midwest. But first things first, let's talk about the snow. This was with a potent clipper system. I like to call these hybrid clipper systems, or as I saw someone else put it last night, clipper on steroids. And that's actually a good way to view it, because mostly clippers drop maybe 1 to 4 inches of snow in our area, but this one had a lot more moisture to work with than most, and that's why we've already seen, this is through about 4:45 this morning, by the way, of about 4 to 6 inches plus in Goodview, DeSoto, Whitehall. Here in La Crosse, about 5.5 to 6 inches, 5 inches in Ontario, 4.5 in Richland Center, and you might be able to add about 1 inch to some of those numbers with the recent snowfall over the past couple of hours. So yeah, you're going to need a good 5 to 10 minutes extra this morning if your vehicle is parked outside. Make sure you clear all the windows, not just the windshield, but those side windows and the rear window to make sure you can see as you head out and about. And the longer you can delay your travel plans this morning, the better. Let those crews get the upper hand as the plows are out busy right now, but wintry driving conditions this morning with the light snow and still some very light snow or flurries later today, and probably still some slick spots as well. So roads, sidewalks, parking lots, even with the plowing, they are still snow and ice covered. So again, take it slow this morning. 6 degrees, light snow continues to fall, winds out of the north at 10, and that's producing a wind chill of 9 degrees below zero. So winter storm warnings remain in place for all areas through midday or early afternoon. Could see another 1/2 inch to maybe 2 or 3 inches in spots before it wraps up. Current temperatures are cold, single digits in our area, including 6 degrees here in La Crosse, 5 in Eau Claire, 2 in Rochester, and 7 in Viroqua, 10 degrees down in Prairie du Chien. Now, winds are in the process of switching from the northeast to the north-northwest as this low continues to pull away, and that's causing wind chills currently in the single digits and even some teens below zero across the region. Now, wind chills get worse tonight. Wind chill advisory from 6 o'clock this evening through noon tomorrow. Wind chills tonight could get as cold as 15 to 30 below, but the sad thing is, those numbers aren't going to be as bad as what we're going to see from noon Tuesday until noon Thursday. That's when wind chill warnings will go into place. Wind chills as cold as 35 to 55 below. Now, I'm not the one to make decisions on schools closing and such, but I know a lot of districts have a threshold of 35 below or colder, and they close. So we could easily see some additional days this week with schools being closed. And again, this is the coldest air we've seen since February and January of 1996. So that's 23 years ago. So I want you to take this cold seriously and prepare your home, prepare your vehicle, prepare your pets, and prepare yourselves to deal with some brutally cold air this week. All right, some light snow continues, but where you see the darker blues, some pockets of moderate snow north of Interstate 90. And this snow lingers back towards Interstate 35. So as this clipper slides by to the south, we'll continue to see some light snow through about midday. Now this first cold front, that's the leading edge of that Arctic blast of air, and it only gets worse from there with a couple more shots of Arctic air through the week. Sky Tracker shows that light snow through about lunchtime, tapers to flurries this afternoon and early this evening. Then we'll see some partial clearing overnight tonight. And then tomorrow's looking dry with a partly sunny sky, but again, very, very cold conditions. Community forecast for today in the mid-teens, but tonight we drop to about 10 below for Eau Claire in the Chippewa Valley, single digits below zero here in La Crosse, and then single digits and teens below zero down to the south. Now look at these highs. Yes, these are highs for tomorrow. Single digits below zero to the north. Single digits below zero here in La Crosse, around 4 below, and then single digits below zero down to the south as well. Again, and it gets worse from there, if you can believe that. So alert day today because of the snow. Still some light snow this morning. Could add another 1/2 inch to 2 or 3 inches in spots, a high of 15 degrees. 7 below tonight. Flurries this evening. Wind chills as cold as 15 to 30 below. And then tomorrow, highs only around 4 below. Windy as well, and that could cause some blowing snow. This is a very dry, fluffy snow. It's easy for the wind to pick up and blow around. Look at the high on Wednesday, 15 below, and overnight lows in the 20s to near 30 below zero. That's when we could see those wind chills of 40 to 55 below at times. Thursday, still cold and still below zero. We could spend several days not even reaching positive numbers. And finally, Friday, we start to warm. 30s by the weekend, downright heat wave for Groundhog Day, and with that comes some clouds, maybe some light precipitation in the form of a rain-snow mix, especially on Sunday.